screen. I am doing this live on Instagram right now, and I'm also recording to add to the YouTube channel for free content as well, this breath series. So I want to do a breath, and then I think I'm gonna stop this video and then just do a full moon meditation. That way it's 2 different segments, and in case somebody doesn't have the time to do all at once. And that way the full moon meditation, which is the same every full moon, can be done with any moon. So it'll just be out there available. So instead of just doing the calm breath today, I want to go through Breathwork series. Breathing is so important. I mean, literally the difference between life and death. It's everything, and it's accessible. You already have everything you need to do it. So you don't need any equipment. All you need is you, your mind, your body, every one of your energetic bodies, all of you, and seated in a comfortable position. You do not have to be sitting like I am. You do not have to be in a yoga studio. You just need to be somewhere where you can sit comfortably for a bit. This breath work takes about 20 minutes, and it's good. I'm going to take you through several different breaths within that time frame, and I guarantee you're going to feel different after it's over and done. So you can sit in a chair as long as the chair is supportive and comfortable for you to sit on, with your feet preferably on the floor in front of you, side by side, not crossed. And also back support. You can be sitting on a bed with your back with pillows behind you, as long as you're not slouching or slumping. The main reason we sit like this when we do this work is so that we have full accessibility to our lungs, and all of our organs can relax, and we can sit with our spine nice and elongated, so that the energy that is moving up and down your spine via your nervous system can move without impingement, right? It can just move freely. Also, you have energetic bodies, which is what, when you go and have a pressure points or reflexology or acupuncture or EFT, like anytime you're getting into these techniques where you're hitting on certain points, that's because you have those. We all have these lines of energy that are not something you can look at with a microscope and say, oh, there it is. We don't have that capability in science at this time to do that, as far as I know. But we do know that they exist. There's no denying it. There is a line of energy. Nerves carry so much of that, and so your nerve health is super important, which is why you hear people talking about the nervous system all the time, because your nerves are the messengers. They're the carriers. They deliver the message to the organs through these channels. So you can call them channels, you can call them meridians, lines of energy. You've got them, I've got them, and that's what we're working on when you're doing this work. That's why we, in Kundalini Yoga, use mudra. You're keying in codes with your fingers. Each fingertip connects to a part of your brain, and each fingertip also represents a planet and a planetary aspect, also an element of the earth. So, such as earth, air, fire, ether. So I mean, everything has significance. There's no part of you or me that is wasted. It's a bit overwhelming when you really think about it. It's cool though. It's cool, and that's why these technologies where you're using your eyes, we're going to use eye gaze, drishti. Your eyes are going to be closed for all of the breath work here, focused up and in, and most of Kundalini are going to be focused up and in at the third eye point. You have a third eye. It's your pineal gland. It's there. It's not woo-woo. Okay? You were made like that. We're made like that. So it's a very active. It has to do with your hormones, your upper hormonal system. It's going to help with the hormones, the dopamine, serotonin, melatonin, and so many other things that I can't even think of right now. But you have all these receptors, and you have all this stuff that's working together to create this hormonal response to help trigger a response in you and how you feel. So it's all working together, and when you sit down and do these simple things, with your hands mudra, with your eye gaze drishti, with your breath prana, it's going to affect your heartbeat, it's going to affect your nervous system, it's going to affect your energetic bodies. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty amazing what you can do just by yourself, with yourself, if you know how. So I'm here to help share some techniques that I use and teach that work. So first thing we're going to do is tune in. By rubbing the hands together in Kundalini Yoga, we tune in using mantra. Mantra is very powerful as well, using your tongue, your teeth, your lips. You're keying in a code to connect you to the higher power, the creator, the divine, the universe, source energy, whatever you want to call it. It's real and it's present and it's here. But we need to be in that vibration. We need to be connected. Yoga means to yoke. It means to unite. It means to be with. It means to connect to that source and listen. Listen to that source. That source is listening to you. So when you're praying, you're singing, you're doing mantra, you're talking, you're affirming, who do you think you're talking to? You're talking to yourself, and you're putting it out there because you know something is picking it up. Something that knows you better than you know yourself. So it's a beautiful tool to be able to use mantra, these ancient onomatopoeic words, to help us tune in, to connect to raise our vibe, so that we are connected to the higher chain of command, to the divine. And then a protection mantra, so that we know that we are protected. We are sealed into our little orb, our auric orb, which is like an energetic condom, if you will. It's 9 feet in every direction, all around you, and it's able to be penetrated, and it's also able to protect. So what happens? Things happen in life. We get poked, tick, 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 tick. And if we're not doing the work to keep up that auric field, keep it strong, what happens is it gets compromised and sinkholes happen, and then things get in, right? Things get in that you don't want in. And so to keep up the auric health, we do this mantra, we do this work to make sure that we are protected and that we are projecting a clear vibe, right? We want to project clearly so that we get back what it is that we really need, desire, want, what we're here to do, why we are here. So, just in a nutshell, right? Okay, so rubbing the hands together, bring your hands to the center of your chest, thumbs touching the sternum, shoulders away from the ears. You're going to inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale and exhale. Eyes are closed, focused at the third eye. Inhale again and exhale. Inhale to tune in with Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Inhale and suspend the breath and hold. Squeeze everything in and up internally, rectum, sex organs, navel point. Just focus at the third eye. Exhale and inhale to chant the mantra for protection. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze everything in and up. Hold. Focus at the third eye. Exhale. Now I have to really work on keeping this not scrunched up. Just, I mean, if you looked at me, hopefully you're not. Hopefully your eyes are closed. You're focused at the third eye. But if you look, you would see me with my eyes all scrunched up, pulling where I do not have Botox, so that's how you can tell. So, anyway, setting up the cue for the songs that we're going to use, and we're going to start with the left fingers in Gyan Mudra at the left knee. We're going to bring the right thumb up to the right nostril. And you're just going to inhale deeply in, all the way in. Now watch that your head, a lot of times, and I'm checking myself too, open your eyes and make sure that you're not turning your head because you're pressing on that right side, that you're not twisting your head to the left. Your spine needs to be as elongated, and I don't want to say straight because it doesn't need to be stiff, but it needs to be stretched in the center, up and down, so you're not blocking anything from flowing. And you want to keep it there even as you press lightly on that right nostril. Fingers are up, left hand in Gyan Mudra, thumb tip, fingertip touching, the seal of wisdom. Inhale deeply through the left nostril, exhale deeply through the left nostril, and just keep doing that. You might want to have tissues nearby. I don't, but I'll be okay. But yeah, so sometimes, you might find you need one, especially this time of year. So just keep breathing, deep breaths, follow the breath, focus at the third eye, all the way in, all the way out on the left side. Deeply and suspend the breath. Keep your thumb there, blocking the right side. Hold. Squeeze everything in and out. Exhale. Bring the right hand down in Gyan Mudra to the right knee. Just sit with that for a moment. Left nostril breathing is cooling down. Now we're going to breathe long and deep through the right inhale through the right side and hold. Squeeze everything in and out. Focus at the third eye. Exhale. Bring the left hand down to the left knee. Just sit for a moment. That right nostril breath is fire, heat, divine masculine, sun energy. Pull it together. We're going to bring the right hand up to block the right nostril. We're going to inhale through the left nostril. Long and deep. Then use your pinky or your ring finger to block the left nostril and exhale again, watching the head. I've got to watch mine. Exhale through the right. Don't let the head turn. Block the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Pretty simple. Inhale left. Exhale right. Using the fingers to block. Stay focused at the third eye. Left hand's in Kian Mudra at the knee. Keep going. And inhale left. Suspend and hold. Squeeze everything in and up. Block the left, exhale right. Now inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. We're just switching the breath. Now we're going to inhale right and exhale left using the same hand to block the nostrils. Inhale through the right, suspend the breath, hold, squeeze everything in and up. Focus at the third eye. Lock the right, exhale left. Bring the right hand down in Gyan Mudra. Finger touching the thumb at the right knee. We just sit for a moment. Feel the balance, the expansiveness, the connectivity. And now we're going to switch it up and do breath of fire. So breath of fire, simply put, is panting through your nose. When you pant, pulling the belly in, pushing the breath out. It's just out, out, out. But you close your mouth. Still happening through the nose. You focus on the out breath. You don't need to worry. It's equal inhale, exhale, but I'm telling you, although everyone might not agree, just switch my legs up here, that it will happen naturally. Your body is not going to stop inhaling. It's going to automatically take in. Just focus on pushing the breath out and not being super heavy with it. Like don't overthink it, which is the tendency to do when you're first learning to do this stuff, is to get really particular about, am I doing it right with my stomach? Am I doing it right? just focus on pushing the breath out. Breath of fire is one breath broken up into waves. So it's not like, although some people do it like that, it's super heavy and there's a pause there. You want to keep it light. You want to keep it moving. If you are doing it the right way, you can do it all day, okay? It's not going to, you could just keep going. You're not going to run out of breath, okay? That's how you know. It takes time, and it changes over time. The way I did it when I started, and the way I do it today, vastly different. Where I feel it in my body, and the effects that I notice from it, different. It gets deeper, it gets easier in some ways, it gets more challenging in others. It changes, but it's effective. It's good for focus, concentration, energy boosting, clearing energetic blocks, moving energy, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put on a different rhythm. Find the rhythm that works for you and just keep at it. Focus at the third eye, both hands in Gyan Mudra at the knees, okay? And begin a steady rhythmic breath of fire. If at any point you feel like I'm getting lost, just go to long deep breathing or panting. If you go to long deep breath in and out through the nose, you can start practicing breath of fire again. Or if you're pregnant or on your cycle, if you're more than 3 months pregnant or on your cycle, just do long deep breathing. It's still really beneficial and great for you. So don't downplay the long deep breathing. Keep going, breath of fire. Suspend the breath, hold. Focus up and in at the third eye, squeeze everything in and up, rectum, sex organs, navel, point, hold. Exhale. And just sit. Remember that. Feel your cells active, fully activated, tingling, alive, vibrant. And now we're going to chant Sat Nam, long Sat Nams. So Sat Nam means the truth is my identity. I'm going to get a sip of tea before. Sometimes breath of fire really does dry out your mucous membranes, which is why originally veganism wasn't really promoted, because the milk, the dairy, actually helps coat those membranes, and especially if you're in a very dry, arid part of the world and you're doing this kind of breath work, I can only imagine it must feel really nice to get something to help coat and protect those membranes after you do a very drying breath like breath of fire. So anyway, it's okay to make sure that you stay hydrated, especially this Cancer full moon. All about staying hydrated, all about water magic, water energy, and washing, right, and cleansing and going with the flow. So really make sure at all times to stay hydrated, but especially if you're doing this kind of heavy breath of fire work, and if it's a watery moon. So, and when there's fires raging, and when Mars, which is a fiery planet, is in retrograde in Cancer as well. I think it's a call to go with the flow and stay hydrated. So we're going to chant Sat Nam. And Sat Nam, S-A-T-N-A-M, means truth is my identity. It rhymes with but mom. And when we chant it long, it goes like this. We inhale. Sat Nam. And we just keep doing that. Inhale and then long Sat Nam. Okay? I'm going to bring my leg back in. Today my right leg is going to sleep. That hasn't happened in a very long time. But sometimes it does, and it's okay to stretch it out, move around, do what you need to get the energy flowing again. Hands can be in Gyan Mudra at your knees. So you could also do prayer pose. Maybe I'll do it in prayer this time. Okay, ready? I'm going to play this one. Turn it up so my speaker is down. Okay, ready? Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And you don't have to be in sync with me, just keep going. breath, squeeze and hold focus. Exhale. And rubbing the hands together and bringing them back to the center of the chest, we'll close out this Breathwork Kundalini Yoga practice with the Long Time Sun song. So sing along or just listen. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Noticing how you're feeling. Again, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Last time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to sing. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful moon day. I hope that you feel good. I hope that you feel expansive and bright and energized and calm and able to do what it is you need to do, even if it's to rest, even if resting is what you're doing it intentionally, loving yourself, giving yourself nurturing things, nurturing food, blankets, cushions, TV shows, books, watercolors, whatever it is that you need to feel comforted and nurtured and rested, give that to yourself. And keep loving yourself as you are and continue to grow in love with yourself and with one another. Sat Nam.